Hello. So before when I used to meditate, the way I used to meditate was to just set a timer. For example, like 10 14 minutes, just sit down comfortably, close my eyes, and sit there, just let myself think whatever I want if thoughts come in. And usually that would help me just like calmly and naturally get answers to questions I had and figure myself out more. But afterwards, I realized that that type of meditation started to not work for me because I would be in a very strong emotional state, for example, anxiety, overwhelming anxiety, and I would just try to sit down and sit, and I just couldn't concentrate because of that very strong emotion. And so I want to share what method I found that works. So first of all, what I do is you sit, preferably comfortably somewhere, and close your eyes, and then tune into your body. So you can, for example, start from your legs and just check in, okay, how are my feet feeling? Is there tension there or something? My legs. Then move upwards to your stomach, your chest, your arms, your head, and check in what emotions, which part is holding. And for example, I have anxiety, and it's usually mostly feels in my stomach. So what you can do is you put your hand to the place where you feel a very strong emotion. For example, you're feeling something strong emotion in your chest, so you put there and just sit with it, like, and feel it. It kind of brings you out of dissociation, brings you back into your body, and you can feel it. Okay, in this part there is this emotion, like you acknowledge it. So sit there. You can also do, just imagine how you breathe in air and breathe in space into that area so it gets wider. Also, what you can do is, again, for example, if the overwhelming emotion is anxiety, you can imagine when you breathe out that, okay, I am breathing out anxiety and I am breathing in calmness, or whatever you want the emotion to replace it. And do that for a while. You can also just like say to yourself and to the emotion that I feel you, you can be here. So you kind of get rid of that tension of wanting to get rid of an emotion which keeps it locked in. So sit there, and usually after a while, the emotion kind of loses the tension. Oh, and also it's important, sometimes when I do this, a thought comes through like, I cannot take this emotion is too much. And then you have to say to yourself, no, I can take it, and it's not too much, and I can be with it. And it really changes it. You kind of get more in control that way. That is always good. I'm in control. So that's also important. And so, yeah, this helps you kind of get in a more moderate state, soothes down the very overwhelming emotions. And usually at this point, I feel much calmer and not so under the tension of that emotion. And next, what I do is I imagine like this half circle going out in front of me, like, was it Jupiter, the rings of Jupiter? So going forward from me, like, I don't know, 3 meters from me. With closed eyes, I just imagine it, but okay, it goes from me, and I can feel those 3 meters in front of me. I feel it, and I kinda can see it in my mind. And I don't know how this works, but this also like helps me get further into like this state of calmness with no distractions. So I kind of focus. I guess it's kind of grounding because you feel yourself in a certain space. And just so I focus on that space in front of me, I see it, and stay focused like that for a while. And yeah, I either end it there or I just sit some more in that quiet space. And yeah, for example, last time I did this type of meditation, I was having trouble falling asleep. I don't remember, it was like nervousness and excitement, and I couldn't like keep down these emotions, and it was hard for me to sleep because of that. So I just sat down on the ground by my bed and did this meditation, finished it, and just went back to sleep. It like really had a great effect of just bringing me into equilibrium. So yeah, I suggest trying this, and I really hope it helps. Or maybe it could be inspiration to find your own way for meditation, what works for you, because it's really different from everyone. For some people, work one things, for others, other things. So you really have to just try out different methods, just try to think of your own, like, just doing what your intuition says is also quite nice to finding out what works for you. So yeah, thank you for listening, and goodbye.